Dear enlightened listener, the angels come to you today with an important message. A serpent has been removed from your life. The name might hurt you, but it will also heal, for the truth brings freedom. This person was holding you back, but that's over now. If you believe in God, keep watching this video until the end. The moment you've been waiting for, even without knowing, has arrived. Something has changed behind the scenes, and the removal of this person has secured your future. This serpent was close to you, smiling and pretending to love you while poisoning your blessings little by little. The archangel says this person carried envy disguised as kindness. They were by your side not to protect, but to control. They knew how to move silently and hide in the shadows of your trust. You felt something strange, a heavy feeling on your shoulders whenever they were around. That was your spirit alerting you. Now that they are gone, you will feel that weight disappear. Right eye receive to receive the blessing. They were delaying what was rightfully yours, blocking divine timing, draining your spiritual energy, and distracting your focus. But that's over now. This message is your confirmation. The name of that person, which will soon be revealed, will hurt you, but it will also heal your path. You needed this disconnection. Heaven allowed the removal to be silent so that chaos wouldn't destroy your progress. Now the air is clear. You might still feel the impact of the loss, but know that it was necessary for you to grow and expand. The truth is, your light was overshadowed because this person not only caused mistrust, but also drained your strength. You might not have noticed at the time, but your energy was being consumed little by little. Each lie, each manipulation pulled you away from who you truly are and your true purpose. Now you feel like you're reconnecting with your essence. True peace is beginning to fill your being. Comment, I feel the change if your spirit already feels lighter and more stable since this. Separation. Right eye receive to receive the blessing. They played their role for so long that you started to doubt your own intuition. You made excuses for their behavior, giving them chances and hoping they would change. But deep down, they were never loyal. Now the peace you've been seeking has finally arrived. You will see how doors start to open easily and paths that were once obscure begin to light up before your eyes. The presence of this person was a blockage, an echo that prevented true harmony in your life. Now that they are gone, what is within you will begin to shine more intensely. Heaven was waiting for this moment. It's no coincidence that you faced so many challenges lately. Everything was part of a purification process. The waiting time is over. Heaven doesn't delay, but it has its perfect timing. You were prepared for this, even without knowing. Each step you took, each difficulty you faced, brought you here. The resistance you felt wasn't an obstacle, but a preparation. You were being molded for something great. The removal of this person was necessary to free your true potential. Now your spirit is lighter and stronger, and the doors that were closed to you before are starting to open one by one. Don't be afraid to walk through them. The journey ahead will be full of new possibilities. It's important to understand that this person didn't leave by chance. What happened wasn't a simple coincidence, but a divine movement. It might seem painful, but the pain you feel is temporary, and the healing that is coming is deep. When a serpent is removed, it leaves behind a space that needs to be filled with something more powerful and true. Their removal is preparing the ground for new blessings to fall upon your richer, more intense, and more aligned with your purpose. Don't fear what is to come, for everything that is coming is exactly what you need. The universe itself conspires in your favor. You can feel it. In the small signs around you, coincidences start to seem less random. You connect with the right people at the right time. The flow of life is becoming clearer. The presence of this person was not just a physical blockage, but also a spiritual one. Each word they spoke, each look they gave, brought a negative energy that hindered your progress. Now, without that heavy energy, you begin to see the path ahead clearly. Don't be fooled by moments of sadness you might still feel. This is normal because the mind still processes losses while the spirit is already on another frequency. Over time, you will realize that feelings of loneliness and emptiness will give way to self-sufficiency and inner power. What lies ahead is more than you imagine. You are now on a journey of self-discovery where you will find yourself on a deeper and truer level. Each challenge you face now will be lighter because you have already freed yourself from a burden that was not yours to carry. Remember, every time something that seems like a loss makes you doubt, think that heaven is removing obstacles from your path. You have something much greater reserved for you, and that's why certain relationships and energies needed to be eliminated. The divine mission in your life cannot be compromised by those who are not aligned with your destiny. That's why you need to trust the process. God's plan is greater than anything you can imagine. Now, the focus should be on you, on how you can strengthen your spiritual connection and start opening up to the new opportunities that are arising. Many times, when we are surrounded by negative energies, we cannot see the blessings before us. Now that the field is clear, you can start to see everything more clearly. The doors that were once locked are beginning to open effortlessly. Everything will be easier now because the path is clear. Now life begins to align with your true mission. It doesn't matter what the past brought. What matters is what you will create now. The past is a lesson, but the future is where your true strength and light will shine. Each step you take now will be firmer and more confident because you no longer carry the weight of the serpent. You are freer and more powerful than you have ever been. The truth always reveals itself at the right moment. And the right moment for you is now. The removal of this person was not just an act of protection, but also a preparation for the next level. You will notice that you are starting to attract people more aligned with your vibration and purpose. You have already noticed how things have started to happen faster. The answers that once seemed delayed are now coming more quickly. This is because the universe is finally releasing the energies that were blocked. The movement that was once stagnant is gaining speed, and with it, opportunities are coming. Good news is flowing, and your life is beginning to reflect what you always knew you deserved. Now is the time to trust fully in the flow of life. What you will achieve from now on will be more significant than anything you have achieved before. The cycle of blockages and limitations is behind you. You are entering a new era of prosperity and fulfillment. The change you are experiencing today is just the beginning. The best is yet to come. This is just the start of the most extraordinary journey you have ever lived. The Archangel says, now that the serpent is gone, you are ready to receive the miracles that were reserved for you. Write amen to receive the blessing. This new phase will be a totally different experience from what you have known before. You will no longer be who you were. You are being reborn stronger, wiser, and more prepared for everything the universe has to offer. They were there to monitor, not to support. Each time you shared your dreams, they secretly cursed them. They didn't want you to succeed faster than them. They didn't want to applaud unless they were ahead, and that envy became poisonous. They whispered things behind your back that you would never imagine someone so close would dare to say, "Right, I receive to receive the blessing." There were signs, their reaction when you won, the silence after your good news, the strange way their compliments never seemed sincere. You ignored all this because of the history of loyalty, because of what you called love. But serpents don't. Change, they shed their skin and pretend to be new. And this serpent specialized in the art of deception. The Archangel says, this person fed on your light. Now that they are gone, your energy will return in full force. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. You will notice that your sleep is deeper, your mind clearer, and your creative power is being reborn. because the presence of this person was a spiritual interference. They were tying knots in places they shouldn't touch. They sowed delays in your future disguised as concern. Comment, my clarity is returning. If you have started to feel more like yourself in the last few days or weeks, this is not just a change, it is a complete purification, and the heavens have approved it. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. Soon their name will come up in a conversation. It might be random or intentional, but when you hear it, you will feel that strange chill. That's how you will know the truth is about to be revealed, and the last mask they wore will fall away once and for all. They will be exposed, not by your hands, but by divine intervention. The people who once doubted your instincts will start to apologize. You never needed revenge, only liberation, and this has already begun. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. They thought they were clever, that they could blame both sides, but what they didn't know is that the Spirit sees beyond. Every curse, they whispered, bounced off your protection and returned to their lives. That's why they have been facing closed doors and setbacks lately. It's not a coincidence, it's a consequence. And you won't need to explain anything, their fall will explain it for you. The archangel says, you should not return to what heaven has already removed. Leave the door closed. Let the serpent slither away on its own. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. You were too kind to cut this person off at first, but heaven had to do it for you. Now your heart is protected. This removal had to happen now because what is to come is too sacred to share with serpents. You are entering a season of speed, a season where every delay will be broken and every advance will be accelerated. But one thing was necessary before all this, the absence of this person. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. Comment, I am ready for this new season if you are prepared to walk with confidence without carrying the weight of a serpent. When new people enter your life, you will notice the difference, people who are lighter and more aligned with you. It's not by chance. The imposter is gone, the replacement is blessed. Heaven never removes without preparing something greater, and now that your circle is healing, your purpose will explode. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. You will no longer need to shrink to keep the peace. You will no longer feel judged in your own space. You will no longer feel observed or studied like an experiment. Now, you are safe in your own skin again, free to dream, to laugh, to be. A more cautious energy is how freedom feels. It's how the spiritual air smells. This is yours. Breathe it in. They delayed you for months, maybe years, but what is to come will make up for it faster than you imagine. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. If they try to return to your life with a message, a memory, a nudge, do not respond. Their remorse is not always genuine remorse. Sometimes it's just discomfort. Sometimes it's pride breaking because their plan didn't work. They only missed the access, not you. And the moment you open that door again, the delay will start all over. Stay firm, stay protected, stay free. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. You didn't lose a friend, you lost a blockage. You didn't lose love, you lost manipulation. And that is cause for celebration. The archangel says that now you must protect your peace like a treasure. Your light is rare, your destiny is higher than ever. That's why this serpent had to go. They couldn't handle your growth, they didn't belong to the next level. Comment, my future is too great for betrayal. If you know that what you carry is too divine to share with the wrong people, right, I receive to receive the blessing. Your energy will elevate, your health will improve, your creativity will unlock. You will notice that everything starts to work, that communication flows, that connections align because a serpent was cut from the grass. Right, I receive to receive the blessing. The serpent was cunning, but heaven is wiser. Their removal was marked long before it only required your final awakening. Now you are fully awake, with your eyes open, your spirit alert, and your heart protected. The name you will soon hear, or perhaps already know, will confirm everything. It will hurt, but it will also heal. You will never again need to ask why. The truth has answered all the questions you couldn't put into words. Write 222 to receive the blessing. Subscribe to our channel to stay connected and receive more divine messages and guidance.